Pioneering figure. He was first introduced in Steven Spielberg's fairy tale movie Hook as Rufio, the leader of the Lost Boys. Recently, Dante starred in New Line's Take the Lead, opposite Antonio Banderas. His flair for dance helped him lock this role down. He has also starred in a pilot for Touchstone/ABC, The Chang Family Saves the World, written and produced by John Ridley, and directed by Paris Barclay. He is also the new voice of Disney in their animation series American Dragon, Jake Long, as well as the villain in Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Born and raised in the city by the bay, Dante started out breakdancing with his three brothers at the age of 8, calling themselves the Street Freaks. Quickly, they became one of the top groups in San Francisco, opening for acts like Ice-T, Vanity, and performing during halftime shows for the 49ers and the Oakland A's. Dante and his family moved to Los Angeles in the mid-80s, where he started to work immediately. By the age of 16, Dante was fencing against Dustin Hoffman and flying with Robin Williams in Hook. He worked on the small screen as well as on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Nash Bridges, Touched by an Angel, and Providence, to name a few, as well as recurring hit shows like Hang 'em Mr. Cooper, Moesha, MTV's Undressed, and lending his voice to Disney's The Proud Family. In the fall of 2000, 20th Century Fox executives were so amazed by the uniqueness of Dante's look and ability that they gave him a development deal for his own series.
Dante has also starred in his share of feature films, Biker Boys with Lawrence Fishburne, Kid Rock, and Derek Luke, Naked Brown Men, which he co-produced and stars in with his brothers, Extreme Days, But I'm a Cheerleader with Natasha Lyonne, Kathy Moriarty, and Clea Duvall. The debut, Fucking the Funk with Pam Green and Tatiana Ali, Brave, and Showtime's critically acclaimed Riot, to name a few. A young man of many talents, Dante is the founder of the largest weekly poetry venue in the country, the Poetry Lounge in Los Angeles, and he has also shared his spoken word poetry on Russell Simmons' HBO Deaf Poetry Jam.
Currently, Dante has produced and starred in 2 films, Paradise Broken and Hang Loose. It's no wonder Dante Basco always works. His originality and talent sum him up for one destiny, movie star.
Now introducing our keynote speaker, Dante Basco.
Thoughts were around my mind. Now ask yourself, who's this kid that stands before me? Hope he doesn't bore me. Quick, stick him in another category. Well, shit, he really doesn't fit in any. Brown like a copper penny, yet with Asiatic eyes. I see to my surprise, he's got a black nose. But on the real, I am a Filipino. To break it down further still, I will tell you I descend from an island where the natives run around nearly naked named Negritos. Translation, little black men. Black as their shadows in the glorious summer. Think him a Chinaman, maybe it was Japan who mixed in the Asiatic blood. Drip, drop, drip, rip to my tribal. Here comes the Bible of a man from Spain who left me with a Spanish name from a little conquered island from where I came. Confused I question, yet I ran up here where I found joy. Recognize I am a brown boy in America. A place where you are judged by the color of your skin. Black, white, here I am, standing on the land of another brown man. Now that's irony that I can see. Thoughts run around my mind, you got to give me time on this. Thoughts run around my mind, but my grandpop says just throw your line and fish. What's up, University of Florida? My name is Dante Basco. I'm so happy to be here tonight. We're talking about heroes, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my journey of becoming somewhat of a hero or a leader, and my somewhat of reluctance or my uncomfortableness with that. Some of you, like I said earlier, had quite a bio read about me, but a lot of people know me as Rufio, the leader of the Lost Boys. Bangarang, right? A lot of people know me as Jake Long, the American Dragon. Dragging up. A lot of people know me as Ben Mercado in the Asian American Classic, the debut. And then a lot of you, this generation especially, knows me as the misunderstood prince of the Fire Nation. See, growing up, looking for a hero that looked like me, I mean, if it wasn't for Bruce Lee, it'd be pretty bleak. I mean, seeing an Asian face on TV outside the stereotypes, why is the Asian guy always gotta be the nerd with the glasses and the bow tie? That can't be. I started out as a breakdancer in the 80s and became very successful with my brothers as the Street Freaks. We won many, many contests, and when you're a young breakdancer and you're Filipino, you start to get popular, and all of a sudden you get all these relatives you didn't know you had. And that was my first feeling of popularity and somewhat of this hero type feeling. And again, I was very uncomfortable with that because my career's never been about that. It was about just trying to be good. I came to LA, I ended up becoming Rufio and Hook, and ironically becoming the leader of this multicultural group of Lost Boys. And that was a radical idea, and took someone like the great Steven Spielberg to really put this Asian American kid as a leader of this multicultural crew. And again, after that, first finding fame and celebrity, it was very uncomfortable for me. The feeling of being a hero, you know, it was something that I didn't know that's what I wanted to do, that was in the cards for me. So, what does that mean, right? Hero, a leader. It's different for other people. For me, things were happening throughout my career, and as I've grown up, I've slowly kind of been able to accept the responsibility of whatever that is. And weird things happen. I'll just share some stories with you. It's like, I was starting to receive a bunch of awards, Achievement Awards, Role Model Awards, Trailblazer Awards. And you see, I'm just an actor. I have a lot of friends that are actors. I'm no better, no worse than them. I did work hard at being a professional actor and put 20 years plus of training in, so I really love the craft of it. But as far as being a celebrity and being a hero or being a leader, and so I'm at this event in the Bay Area, right? And they're giving it was like a Filipino thing. And the person who owned Goldilocks got an award, right? Fortune 500 kind of company award. And then this other guy got this award. He was a doctor and a lawyer, and he's doing stem cell research. And he gets this award, and then they give me an award last. And I graciously accept it. But you know, part of you as being an artist is like the humbleness of it's like, damn, I'm just an actor. Like, I can't believe I'm in the same, not only the same room, but I'm in the same company as these people that are achieving these great things. And then after the award show, the doctor slash lawyer comes up to me, right? And he's like, Mr. Basco. I'm like, hey, congratulations, the thing they showed, you're saving people's lives and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's amazing. And he comes to me and he's like, I am such a big fan of yours. I'm like, what? And he further explains to me, from his point of view, the importance of the work that I've done thus far in my career. And it was really shocking to me. And from his point of view of how I helped shape aspects of what the Asian American experience has been in his lifetime, and how much he appreciates the work that I've done. And then the last thing he said, you have a very honorable profession. And this is a profession that's not always honored in the Asian American community. And he said, you have a very honorable profession. You have impacted the world so much. And I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, it was kind of emotional, you know what I'm saying? And then it got me to thinking, and then a lot of things happened about the impact I may have had on my generation, right? So things happen like new kids come up, like my boy Hawk from the Quest crew, and the new dancers are like, the hair's all crazy. We're at a party, and some guy looks at me, he's like, you're Dante Basco. I'm like, yeah. He goes, dude, you started all this. And I'm like, what? And the whole look was like the Rufio look, you know what I'm saying? The crazy hair, and you go, wow, we didn't know that you could be a hero, a leader in that way. I get this a lot. I started dating Asian guys because of you. What? A bunch of girls, or even guys that come to me like, yo man, my my wife or my girlfriend grew up having a crush on you, I do know that you're one of the reasons why I ended up marrying you. And I'm like, you're welcome. These are like hero leadership things that I was not prepared for. And it's one of those things where when we talk about heroes, a lot of, there are people out there going to be leaders and going and have that thing in them. And there's a lot of us out there that we didn't really set out to be heroes or set out to be leaders. But through what we do, or hopefully by how good we do things, that example sets out when we become leaders. It really solidified certain things during the last season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So fast. I must regain my honor. So, during the last season, the actor who played my uncle, Mako, passed away. And Mako, for those of you who don't know, is a legendary Asian American actor. He was the first Asian American actor to get nominated for an Oscar for Sand Pebbles. He started the longest running, which is still alive, Asian American theater group, Los Angeles East-West Players. And he was probably the most influential Asian American actor of his time, mentor to me. He passed away, right? And it was very emotional for the whole Avatar family. And then I also realized he played my uncle or my father several times in my career. And he was a very private person, a very quiet guy. He always looked out for me. He never even had a big funeral in Los Angeles. He didn't want to have one of those things. And just sitting quietly after the greatness of what this man was, in the lineage of who he is an Asian American in Hollywood, and him being this figure in my life and playing my uncle and father so many times, I realized that I'm a part of that lineage. There's things that he has started, he has done that me now growing up have to finish and have to continue to create. And that led me to creating the first Asian American film company called Kinetic Films, which our first film came out with me and Kim Jumbo called Hang Loose. Thank you. And we just finished 3 films. So that, Paradise Broken, Man Up with Justin Shawn and with Kev. And then I just finished the script for our 4th film called Red Roses with AJ Raphael. But those things, me growing up and becoming a leader is kind of like, it was Mako's passing and kind of him still teaching me stuff after he's gone. It's like this beautiful thing that I kind of came to terms with. And that leads me to your generation. I mean, being a hero and a leader, we're actually amongst a lot of leaders here tonight. Your opportunity to be leaders is humongous, because what I see is Asians in America, this is the highest profile Asians have been in America since the beginning of America. When I started acting, and I told people I was Filipino, they didn't even know what a Filipino was. Do you understand that? And that's like 20 years ago. Now we're at a place that our voice is starting to